everybody, Norm over here. Thanks for watching our videos. I got a young man from Perrine.
I'll take it.
Perrine is south Miami. I lived there when I was going to the University of Miami because I had a big dog, and it was the only place that I could find that they would allow me to have my dog in my apartment. Tell us about Perrine. Perrine's cool, isn't it?
There's not much to tell.
No?
It's way down south in South Dade. It's near the gateway of the Keys.
Right.
You're not very far from Key West. But I used to live near Cutler Ridge, between Cutler Ridge and
Cutler
Perrine.
Ridge very well.
I used to play at the Black Point Marina. Remember the marina?
I do remember the room.
I used to play there. I used to play at Jones Galley in Perrine. There was another place called what was that hole in the wall in Perrine it's been around. What the heck was the name? This Bucket of Blood. I almost got killed there once.
Whoa. It's a bad name for a...
Oh, what was it called?
Right?
The Saga Lounge was the name of the place. Oh, that was a rough joint. The bartender used to keep a log of things that happened every day and every night at the club, and she had a book this big worth of stuff. It was crazy.
Well,
I've had fond memories of Perrine.
I remember playing in South Miami, which was not quite Perrine. This was so long ago, I can't even remember the name of the club. But the club was like a mafioso club.
Was it Rollo's?
I'm not sure. I'm talking about 1966,
Oh, yeah.
67.
Oh, wow, yeah.
So probably not. But I remember playing there, and what this guy would do is he would audition bands, and we would come out and play, and we'd do a set. And people liked it. People were dancing, they were drinking, and all that. And he said, you guys are doing good. Why don't you play the rest of the night? Play the rest of the night. We go into his office to get paid, and the guy's sitting behind the desk, and he reaches in the drawer and he pulls a gun out and puts a gun up there and says, "You guys want to get paid?" We go, we were kids. Not really. We'll see. We'll be packing our stuff now. So.
Wow, really?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. We played at a place
It's a hell of a
called Gillies.
negotiator.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Which one?
Jellies. That was on Miami Beach back in the day. There was the Castaways. There was a club called The Image, which was where all the local bands with a major act would play.
The late great Mike Panera.
With
Blues
Mike
Image.
Panera, Blues Image. We played there many shows with them, and the NRBQ, which was a fabulous band too.
Another band that did well in Miami. Yeah. I'm a little younger than you, but the first jam session I ever went to was at Woody's on the Beach.
Yes, I played
in
there.
Miami Beach. And Ron Wood owned the club.
Yep.
And Bobby Keys.
South Beach. Yep.
Bobby Keys ran the jam session on Thursday nights, and I just turned 18, and I remember going to the doorman stopped me. He goes, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm going to come to jam." He said, "How old are you?" I said, 18. He said, "Now you can't come in." I said, "Come on, man. I just want to jam. Come on, man." No. I begged him, and he said, "All right, if I catch you drinking a beer, so much as a beer, I'm throwing you out." I get in, and they had a area for the jammers to sit in the VIP in the bar. And Bobby came in, and he held court in the bar, and he brought everybody to the roof of this Art Deco hotel that they made into a bar. And we're discussing what we were going to play, and Bobby said, "Hey, why don't you have a beer?" And I said, "No, I can't have a beer, Mr. Keys. The doorman won't let me." And he said, "Fuck the doorman." And he gave me a beer.
It's a good way
don't worry about
to thin out the crowd.
Yeah. And he was the overriding vote for me having a beer, and I loosened up, and it was my first jam session ever. It was in 1987. Yeah.
Well, just in case you don't know,
Love
this
Miami.
is the great Albert Castiglia, and he's got his band here. We have Cliff and Ray, and these guys are really good. And what are you going to do, a Junior Wells?
I'm going to do a Junior Wells song because he's the one that gave me my big break. He changed my life. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here right now. I jammed with him in 1996, and then late 1996, and then in early 97, I filled in for the guy that I wound up replacing, and he changed my life. So I put two Junior Wells songs on the album.
Cool.
And this
Which
is one.
one is this?
This one's called "Come On in This House."
Albert Castiglia.
1, 2, 3. in this house. Yes, this old house. If you hear me holler, wow, yeah, 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 I love you so. If I had $1 million, I'd give you every dime just to hear you call me daddy one more time. I'm begging you to come on in this house. Yes, this old house. You hear me holler? Wow, yeah, 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 yeah. I love you so. To blame. I got another woman. You can have your other man. I'm begging you to come on in this house. Yes, this old house. You hear me holler? Whoa, yeah, 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 yeah. I love you so.
That would be the sensitive Guido, as Joe Bonamassa just told me.
Joe
that he coined
yes,
you, that
Joe,
name for you.
Joe named me the sensitive Guido after a recording session we did with him. Mike Zito and I did an album called The Blood Brothers, and Joe and Josh Smith co-produced.
Josh was one of my best buddies.
Oh my God, he grew up in Miami.
I know he did.
He was one of those little, young child prodigies. And he was into Stevie Ray when he was a kid.
Yes, he was.
And he wore the hat and everything. And then he matured and blossomed into this amazing, scary guitar player.
One of the best there is.
But I've never seen him happier than when I see him in the studio producing. He's just really
He kills, yeah.
Yeah, and so they produced our album, and Mike Zito wrote all the songs, and he was generous enough to let me write one. And it had to be a ballad. And so when I finished singing the ballad, I got out of the booth, and Joe said, I have a new nickname for you. I was that, the Sensitive Guido. I said, I'll take it. Joe.
Little tear.
Yeah, I did. I cried. I did a little cheap iron eyes, crying and everything. And
You know, there's a lot of really, high-end tattoo places around here, but there is a guy on the street corner out there. You could put a couple tears down there if you like. I mean,
I got to earn it. I got to go to prison first before I can get those kind of things.
All right.
I'd rather earn my teardrop tattoos.
Well, that is the great Albert Castiglia, and thank you. And when you're playing, by the way, you play at a lot of those shows for Cadillac. Zach, who's a good buddy of mine,
great guy,
who was keeping the blues alive in Southern California here.
Absolutely.
And
we just did the Maui Sugar Mill. So much fun. We had a great time. What a great room.
So next time you're playing out here, you need to come in a day in advance or two, and we'll promote it.
I will definitely plan the trip around you. Definitely, I definitely will. It's been a long time. I've been down here 5 times, and I've never had time to come visit. And
I'm gonna go have that tear.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get you a tattoo tear there.
All right.
Thank you for having me.
The great Albert Castiglia. Thanks.